gotta do the cerebrum and the brainstem. Okay. So you have the corpus calamus is 10, the coronoid plexus as 26, or is it, yeah, 26 right there. Then you have the thalamus, which is 19 and 20, the penile body, which is 23. Then you have the epithalamus, which is 23, 13, and the connector right here between them. Then you have the corporeal quadrinema, which is 31, and the superior colliculi. Then you have the septum pellucidum, which is 11. The
interthalamic adhesion.
Interthalamic adhesion, which is 22. Then the anterior commission, which is G right here. The thalamus, or the hypothalamus, 21. Then the optic chiasma, which is right here, the little dot. Then you have the pituitary gland, which is your bean. Then the mammillary gland, which is the little ball right here. And the fornix, which is 12.
Okay.
Alright. And then...
Okay, so for... show my face.
Okay.
So for the basal nuclei, she said that these models can't show it very well because it's deep within the brain, and instead she's going to have pictures for it. So basically, the basal nuclei includes this whole structure, and it includes this part, which is the putamen, and then the part on top of it is the caudate nucleus. And if I go deeper behind the putamen, you can see your lateral globus pallidus and your medial globus pallidus. So that's what the basal nuclei consists of. Okay. But did you do the longitudinal fissure?
Yeah, I actually didn't do the longitude fissure.
Okay, so the longitudinal fissure, as you guys know, is basically the fissure that separates the left and right hemispheres of the brain. Okay? And then your falx cerebri is just your dura mater that separates the left and right halves of the brain. And on the picture, the falx cerebri is number 5 right there. Okay? And then you have your limbic system, okay, which she said that it's not visible on these models. So I have it right here in a second. Okay. So as you see, the blue part is your ventricle. And if I zoom in behind the lateral ventricle, or the inferior horn of the lateral ventricle, behind it, you can see your hippocampus. It looks like a staircase almost, and just superior to the hippocampus, that little bean right there is your amygdala. And it also includes your the limbic system also includes your hypothalamus and thalamus, as he pointed out, and your basal nuclei. And it also includes your cingulate gyrus, which is this structure. Yeah. And then you have your meningeal layers, which is your dura, arachnoid, and pia. That can only be seen on the picture. So the dura mater is right here, 9 and 10. It includes the periostal layer and the meningeal layer, which is 11. And then your arachnoid matter is 12. It's right here. And your pia matter, which is 13. It's right here. And then the spaces between them. Number 1, the subdural space is between the pia mater and the arachnoid matter. And number 2, the subarachnoid space is between the arachnoid matter and the pia mater. Okay, and then you have your central sulcus. That's the sulcus that basically separates. It's right around here. It basically separates the frontal lobe and your parietal lobe. Okay, and then you have your midbrain. So I open up the brain right here. You can see it right here on 33. And then just down here will be your pons at 36, and here is your medulla oblongata. The Tesla encephalon is basically just the two, collectively speaking, just the two left and right hemispheres, or the cerebral cortex, I mean. And then the diencephalon is just including your thalamus and your hypothalamus. So your thalamus and your hypothalamus, that makes up the diencephalon. And your mesencephalon is just your midbrain, and again, that's at 33. All right, and that's about it.